Caruso. I'm the assistant to the assistant crew chief of Nobile Travels, where our motto is, you don't get this at the Olive Garden. Only in Rome.
That's Corey.
I'm very excited.
Corey's saying
that he stole from me. So we're so excited to have everybody here. All these good-looking people on our trip, and I got to tell you, Linda, we've been dealing with Linda here for a while, and she has been just wrecking her brain to make this the very best tour she can. And it's the same with Dino. We had a few changes, but we go with the flow because when in Rome, that's what you do. So now we're headed to Naples. But how many have been to Naples before? Raise your hand. Not Naples, Florida. How many have you been to Naples, Florida? No. Okay. All right. It's, as many of you may or may not know, it's the home of pizza. It's where they invented pizza. And this is the real deal. We're not talking about DiGiorno. We're talking about the Mecca of pizza. Dino's talking about pilgrimages. This is a real pilgrimage to the land of Ibiza, Marolongo, the best in the world. So we think we know pizza in America. You don't know pizza until you go to Naples. And it's much lighter than our pizza. You're going to notice that. You want to pay attention because they use a different flour. The pizza is so important to the Neapolitans that they actually standardized it. The government standardized what ingredients you have to have to make it. Very good. Don't get ahead of me though. For example, the flour has to be doppio zero flour, 00. What kind of tomatoes do they have to be by law? San Marzano by law. What kind of cheese? From the region, from Caserta, that whole area there. So you have to have three things. And interestingly enough, you can be considered a true Neapolitan pizzeria and be standardized and really pass the test in the United States. For example, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I went to a real Neapolitan pizzeria. The pizza was, but they had the three ingredients that made them official. This is how serious they are about their pizza. They legalize the ingredients. So, enough about that. I'm going to pass it over to Dino. And of course, Naples is also home of the Neapolitan song. The most famous music in the world comes from Naples. O Sole Mio is the most famous song in the world.
Can you sing it?
Yes, we're going to sing it in a minute. If you go to Tibet, they've never heard Happy Birthday, but they know O Sole Mio. O Sole Mio, O Sole Mio. Asso. It's true. It's true. And probably the number 2 most famous song in the world actually was a commercial. Because when they built the tram, which goes up the side of Mount Vesuvius, the funicular, the Neapolitans aren't stupid people, so they said, we're not going up the side of this tram. We know this is an active volcano. We saw what happened before. So they hired the great Luigi Denza to write a song that was actually a commercial to bring people up to the top. And of course it became known as Funiculi Funicula, one of the most famous songs in the world. So Naples is a complicated place, as you'll see. More to come on that. I pass it over now to our Vice President of Operations, Commendatore Dino Valle.
Bravo, grazie Aaron, a scholar and a gentleman. Aaron and I really enjoy talking about the art. We're scholars, we're forever learning. We're scholars. And to augment that about the funiculi funicula, do you really know what funiculi funicula means?
Funicular.
Funicular.